All right. So what we're gonna do is have solutions to the meeting. I mean the midterm, and yeah,
Yeah, and some of you guys might be like surprised to see what the answers are, or how short they might be. As a matter of fact,
yeah. All right. So the first solution, everyone got this except for like
a few,
someone.
a few. We won't mention any names.
Yeah. So that's the solution. I'll explain it. Very easy. So the solution is, all right, you have an input, right? X, right? And then you cast that number into an integer, right? And then, so this time, the most simplest way to do this is by using the modulus. The modulus is basically, um, if it takes X, divides that by 2, and then gets the remainder. So that statement is a remainder. And if it's 0, right? If it's divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0, then it's even. If it's none of those cases, then it's odd.
And yeah, you could. It is your choice to put a separate conditional for 0, since there might be debate among like if it's odd or even, or if it even has a parity. But yeah, it was just optional. No points were taken off if you didn't do that.
Yep.
Okay. We should go over the question again as well. So I'll do this one. So the question number 2 was asking like if you have you're asking the user to input 2 numbers, and then whatever numbers they input there, then it will return the perfect squares that are in between those numbers.
I didn't specify it, but for this one, it was inclusive. So, yeah.
Wait, can I get someone in the meeting?
Yeah.
And Eric. Okay, let's go back. Sean,
Yeah.
you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, who's explaining this?
I'll explain it. So we have the input A, right? So that's the first number to define the range, right? You have A and B, right? And then so what I did was what the solution does is that it has this counter, right? N equals 1. And so while it's looping, right? If the square of n, right, is less than the first value, then n continues to increase. So this is our continual increase, right? And then we have a second loop, right? While, right? And it does the same thing, and it checks whether it's less than or equal to b, right? And then it prints the square root of n, right? And then it increases by 1. So that'll print out the solution.
All right. For number 3, we gave a list of I think 20 numbers, and we wanted you to find the mean, median, and range. So we got the solution from Weijie. We thought it was very efficient. But even though it used a library that we didn't teach you guys, we thought it would be good to show you this.
Yeah. So Python, I think it's pre-installed, or I don't think it is, but it's this math library called NumPy, right? And it is super useful. This is the data library set that most data scientists use and mathematicians for crunching huge data sets. So that's pretty good. So that's the cleanest solution just by using the function that was written in it. So that counts. This solution counts.
All right. For number 4, we gave you guys a list of names, and this S in Sean is it was intentionally capitalized. It was just to throw people off. So again, this solution was by Weijie, very clean solution. So to basically sort the name list in alphabetical order, you use the sorted function, and then you put the name of the list inside. And then I actually don't know what this pop does.
What it does is it takes that element and then it takes it out of the its position and puts it at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't
Well,
really study the solutions. We just it works. Just put it on there. So if you had issues with number 4, then you could use this. Very
and
nice.
then for reversing the elements within the list, you use this right here, colon -1, and yeah, that's how you reverse the elements in the list.
Okay, I'll explain this one. So what we did was this problem was for generating a secure password using letters, and symbols. And so what you could do is you can import 2 libraries, which is string and random. And so string, you don't really need that. That's just for convenience. And so what the string library contains is, like, for example, all it has like these variables, and it contains like all upper ASCII cases, and then all lower cases, or all numbers 0 through 10, right? It's just for convenience. And then for random, it contains a lot of functions that could generate random integers from A to B, and this library was necessary. And so this was optional, but you can put it into a function, which we didn't formally teach you. And so here's how it works. So first we have password, right? And this is just our bucket, right? This is just like our variable to add these letters, numbers, and symbols, right? And so then we have 3 variables, right? Characters, symbols, and numbers, and we set that equal to a attribute located inside the string library, right? And so that's just for convenience. You can type it out if you want to. And so you can see this for loop, and it repeats the amount of times that you want it to. So if n equals 10, then this loop will repeat repeat n times, right? And so what this does is each time it loops, right, we have this variable called chooser, right? And so chooser equals a random integer from 0 to 2. And so that will print out 3 options: 0, 1, or 2. And so if it's 0, it chooses a random element out of the characters variable, and then adds that to the passwords variable, right? And so you can see that this repeats 10 times, right? And then it keeps constructing the passwords variable that we created in the beginning. And then the function returns passwords, and then you can print that variable. So that's how we created it.
All right, next one. So this was the bonus question. So basically, we gave you a list of like 4 different like teachers you probably have heard of. So there's this is a nested dictionary. So the teacher dictionary contains other smaller dictionaries inside it. So like there will be like a name, subject, and grade, and we wanted you to separate these nested dictionaries into like a list. So like there's a separate list with the name. There's a separate list with the subjects, and a separate list with grades, and it sometimes repeats. So yeah, we wanted you to try to not get those to repeat in the list if possible. Oh, whoops. So basically, first you can create empty lists. So for the name, you can do like teacher list, subject list, and grade list. It doesn't matter what the names are, but I think it's best to leave those empty. And then to access these keys and values, so I did a for loop for person. So the person, like the title of the smaller dictionaries within the bigger dictionary, teacher dict. I did for person in teacher dict then this and then dot values, and then just for debugging I did print person, and then to access the keys and separate keys and values within the smaller dictionaries I did for key, and then the key will be name, subject, grade in each of these smaller dictionaries, and value would be these three. And then this print key equals
Wait,
and
can I
then
say
key.
something?
Oh yeah,
I think I have an optimization you could have done for number 5. Just saying.
for number 5.
Yeah. Like you have this whole like chooser thing, random.randin, and then it chooses between using a symbol, a character, or number. What I did is I just basically had what did I do? So basically I added to the output random.choice, and then in the parentheses I did string dot the ACI letters plus dot digits plus dot punctuation. Like I'll throw how do I do this? I'll drop the link in chat.
I know what you're talking about.
I guess
Huh?
you can just go to his
you don't need
his
separate. You don't need the random thing. You could just make one string character and then select the length of it, and then yeah.
Wait, where's the share? I'll drop a link in chat.
I don't know. Should I just stop sharing or any?
No, continue.
Jesse, if you want to share it. Okay. I guess maybe after. So, as I was saying, these two print statements in line 30 and 31, these were just for debugging, making sure I'm accessing the right things. And then finally, I did 3 conditionals for each key in the smaller dictionary. So, if the key equals name, then you add these values to the list, the respective list. So, like, if the key is named, then you add Landy, add Astrid, add Holzman, add Estes to the teacher list. And then if the key equals subject, then just add history, science, math, English. And then if the key equals the grade that the teacher teaches, then just add 9, 10, 9, 11. And then this if not statement, it's just to avoid repetition in these lists. Sean, you can explain this one. This one is so stupid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is the one that I found out about. So, if you were in the final, we were talking about. Oh, for people who weren't here, so basically, we wanted to use the random function to calculate pi by generating 2 values. So we can use a mathematical formula. Haha, mathematical, dude. Okay. Anyways, by calculating the amount of points. What?
Okay, what happened? What?
That's Andy's. That's not mine.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No, because the Discord message, Andy. That's not
Oh, yeah.
we can
all
hear
right,
it.
it's
It's okay
silent.
though. Man, you really gotta interrupt the lesson like that, man? No, I'm joking. So the ratio between you can find out the value of pi by counting the ratio of the points in a circle to the points in the square, and you can multiply that by 4 to estimate the value of pi. And so I explained the mathematical concept, and you just have to translate that into Python. So that's the main challenge. And so the solution was, right, we created a function, right? And so for this one, right, the more points you add, the more accurate the solution or the value of pi is, right? So we have 2 variables, points in the circle and points in the square. We both set that as 0, right? And so we have this for loop that repeats as many times as n, right? And we set x. So these we made 2 variables, right? X and y. And so these are the coordinates, right? Pretend there's a circle with a radius of 1 inside of a rectangle or a square that has the area the side lengths of 1, right? So just a simple coordinate grid system, right? So we have x and y, and so we use the random dot uniform. Uniform just generates a decimal value of between 0 and 1. So it could be like 0.865234, right? And so we have these x and y coordinates inside this coordinate grid system, right? And so we have this checking system. So we use the distance formula, and so we use this checking this formula, this distance formula, right? X squared plus y squared, and if it's less than 0, right, then it's in the circle, right? And if it's not, then you don't add it, right? And since the point will always be in the square, it's going to count +1 anyways. And so what we have is, and after this function runs, right, it returns a value of 4 times the ratio, right? And so then that's the solution. There you go. It's kind of hard to explain, but
yeah, I mean, I don't even know how I would explain it. Okay, so yeah, and since this we just went over all the midterm solutions. We thought that would be nice to tell you how to install PyCharm, because Replit sometimes is like really slow, and some of you might have experienced like some slowing down or whatever. So PyCharm is like much faster, and there's not as many issues to deal with.
Should I explain it?
Yeah, I think you can do it.
Okay. So PyCharm is I think it's professional. I don't even know, whatever. But it's what the professionals use. It's the big boy stuff. And so it requires 2 pieces of software, the language Python, and for this instance we're going to be installing Python version 3 dot whatever it is, 3.8 maybe. And the integrated development environment. So that's PyCharm.
Or IDE for short.
Yeah. So the IDE. So IDE is the software that you use to edit the script or the Python stuff. And so, do you mind sending the links, Andy?
Yeah, I can just copy it and post it in chat.
Yeah. Okay. So what you want to do is, hey Andy, can you go to the Python website? All right. So looking at this, right? So we go to downloads, and the process for installing this is basically the same for Windows and Mac. So, yeah. And then so go to download for Windows, if you're Windows, right? And so what you want to do is you want to download the first one.
What the heck?
The latest Python 3 release, right? And you want to install that.
This one.
Yeah. And if you just want to download it for demonstration. What? Oh gosh. I don't think that's right. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait.
Wait, what? I'm confused. What's going on?
Wait, go up. I like how we didn't go through this before. Downloads again.
Yeah, Windows.
And then Windows.
3.8.
And then
Or wait.
Huh.
Did it change or something?
I don't remember that. Wait. Sorry, guys. Interesting. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, so you want to go down and download. Okay, so go up. 3.8. The first
3.7.
No, go up. And you want to see that the stable releases section.
The stable releases right here.
Yeah, right. 3.8.5, right? And so for Windows, you want to download the Windows x86 executable installer.
Wait,
Where'd you go?
I pressed it. What the heck? You mean, wait, you said press this one, right?
No, x86-64 executable installer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that. So you want to download that for Windows. And for Mac, it should be in the same location except for in Mac OS X. And you want to
Except for
download
here.
the Mac OS 64-bit installer, right? And
For wait, the most recent one?
yeah, it's the same thing, but for your Windows, so right. And so you want to launch that file.
I mean, it's not going to work, right?
No, for Windows. Hello?
Yeah.
You want to click on the Windows one. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And so you want to say install now. What does it say?
Oh. Yeah.
User.
I think you just don't want your computer bogged down by other stuff.
Okay. Does anyone have questions? Does anyone need help installing this?
I have no idea.
No one has questions. Pretty straightforward, right?
All right, should I just go back to the slide?
Well, we're gonna wait for them.
Okay,
No one has questions on how to install this.
I'm gonna go back to. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
You got it done, Kai? You got it done? Good. Okay. Go to the JetBrains website now. Once you're done installing. And warning, this is a much bigger file, but it's still less than a gigabyte, I'm pretty sure. And so what you want to do is press the download button, and it will send you to this link web page, right? And you can choose Windows, Mac, or Linux, right? And for our use case, we want to download the Community Edition. If you're downloading it, please tell us if you're done installing. We know that internet speed can be a little slow. You're done? YJ, you're done? Yes? Okay. Kai, what about you? On its way?
Okay.
It's pretty easy for installation. You just open the launcher, and then you keep pressing next, and you can customize it too.
I'm just gonna go back to the slides.
Kai, you done? Hello? Hello?
Wait, are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to Kai. We're waiting for Kai. It doesn't look like he's responding.
Not sure when we should continue.
Actually, how about this? YJ, do you mind sharing your screen?
Oh, I should stop sharing then.
The whole wait for what?
Who doesn't mind sharing their screen?
For the downloading of PyCharm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There, you do this.
Wait, but I'm finished downloading.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna guide you through the installation process now. It's pretty easy.
It's all done.
You already installed it?
Yeah, like a month ago. I already used it.
Oh, what the? Why'd you say that then? YJ, do you mind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Did I see it?
Can you? Yeah, we can see it. Can you go to your downloads folder?
Oh. Yes. I don't know if I deleted it. I already deleted the file.
You deleted it?
Yeah.
Wait, did you already install it?
Yeah, I already installed it.
That's funny.
Well,
What was the point of sharing your screen? That was so weird. Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry.
All right, who hasn't installed it yet? Hello?
I mean, no one else is talking.
Okay, no one's saying anything, so I'm gonna assume that you guys already did it. Yeah, it's pretty
How are they-
simple. You're not stupid, so yeah. No, we can't hear you.
Kai, we can't hear you. It says you're unmuted, but we can't hear you.
Do you mind sharing your screen, Kai? If you installed it already? If you didn't install it. Okay, yeah. Wait, so go back. Go back. Let's see. Go back. Okay, yeah. Just keep pressing next. Next. No, just keep pressing next. Yeah, you're good.
That's good.
So yeah, in this case, you can create a desktop shortcut. That's good. You didn't press it. Nice. Okay. This is... Yeah, so it's installing. Very nice. This is running a lot slower than I thought it would. You guys know that SSDs are cheaper than HDDs now? Pretty nice. So there's like no reason to get HDDs unless you're like getting huge like amounts of storage. All right, so you're gonna run it. Okay, you're good now.
All right. Oh, I didn't share my screen.
Well, I don't know why Jesse's saying that because he said he installed it a month ago. So I don't know what you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't have to like share your screen or anything if you already have PyCharm
anything
installed.
above 3 point, anything for 3 is fine. What?
Oh, you don't have PyCharm?
I said community edition. You don't have to do anything. Just keep pressing next. What? Are you,
Can you guys hear me right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I fixed it. All right. Yeah, it's just my. It's just I had the wrong input for the mic. Sorry about that. You guys keep on going.
What? I don't know what you. If you want to share your screen, go ahead. Oh no, you don't have to do any of that. Just do. If you want to click the shortcut, you can do that. Shortcuts are nice. This is painful. Very painful. It's okay though. All right. Andy, you wanna present again?
Yeah, I'll present.
All right.
Okay.
Next slide. So
Back to this. So once you're finished downloading PyCharm or whatever, then you start. You can start making your program once after you download. You make your first programming file. So this is how you basically do it for a Mac, and it's just 3 easy steps. So I guess I can show how to do it since I'm using Windows.
Oh wait. Show them how to create a new project file because they don't have one.
Oh, right.
Right. All right. So when you're first starting off Python, you won't have anything. You won't have any files. So the first thing you want to do is go to File, and then New Project.
New project, and
so,
then you create.
Yeah, you can do whatever. So just actually wait. Go. You know what? Never mind. Yeah, create it.
And
you can use this window or new window. And so what this is doing is creating in a virtual environment. And what it's doing, from my understanding, is that it's copying from Python, and then creating a separate environment for it. So what we want to do now is right-click on that folder.
Wait, where? Which one?
The untitled one, the project you just created.
Right
And
click.
you want to do new Python file.
New file. Or new Python file, yeah.
And you
And
can
then
name it whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Enter.
Okay, whatever.
And there you go. You have created your first script. And in that file, you'll see a folder called venv. Don't delete it.
Just leave everything as it is.
Yeah, and so if you want to run the script, you can go up to the top, and then you'll see run.
Right here. Or you can just right click and run.
Yeah. And so you'll have that, and that's your console, right? Or your terminal. Or your console? I don't know what it's called. And so, yeah, that's how you do it.
I think it's a console.
Yeah. And so that's how you run it.
So now you have a new project and you have a new file in that project.
Yep.
And you can do whatever you want. Name your files, whatever you want, and you can use like as many libraries or lines of code or whatever.
All right. So what you want to do is go back. Wait, actually, what am I saying? Can you
I guess
go
I
back
can
to
go
the
back.
slides?
Yeah, I'll go back.
Yeah, you can do that. Next one.
Yeah, this is okay. Now we're
Okay.
going into
All right, I'm gonna
environment.
explain what a virtual environment is. This is really useful. I got so confused when I first did this, but here we go. So imagine PyCharm, right? And so when you create that project folder, we create this thing called a virtual environment. And so basically, think of PyCharm using the Python folder that. So you install two pieces of software, right? The first one is the blueprint of Python. It contains all the abstractions and pieces of code that the creators of Python used, and they put it all in there, right? So that's the blueprint, right? And so what PyCharm does is that when you create a new project, it takes that base file of the Python that you installed and it copies it and it creates a new project. And this is your developing environment, right? And so think of your virtual environment as a desk. It has pencils, pens, scissors, and other tools for writing code. And in there, in the virtual environment, right, you have all the tools that the previous developers of Python have put into the virtual environment. So the creators already created a pencil, an eraser, and all those tools. And so each time you run PyCharm, right, each time you run that script or the script that you coded, PyCharm looks into the virtual environment and it looks into that folder that I was talking about, venv, and then it uses the scripts inside the venv to run that code. Next slide. And so what you can do, right, since you have a desk, is that you can add new things. You can add a hot glue gun or maybe a compass, or I don't know what tools you want, but that's the beauty of Python, is that you can install new things called modules. And so let's try. It's okay. So what you can do is you can run the command in the terminal inside of PyCharm, and the command is this: pip3 space install and then the name of the module. And so these names of the modules you can figure out online just searching them up. And so here's the catch, right? So if you run the command inside the virtual environment, it will install the package inside the virtual environment. So let's say I wanted a compass for Python, right? It'll add that compass to my desk, but it won't add that compass to the PyCharm. So if you wanted to write, so here's the catch, right? If you wanted to run a script that uses a certain module, right, and you create a new project that doesn't have that module installed, it can't run it. You have to install it again. So you have to so you have a new desk, but it doesn't have that compass. So then you have to install that compass to run the script that contains the needing for that compass. It's kind of complicated, but I don't think in our cases, since we're not very advanced developers, this will be a huge issue. But just be aware, because I tried running scripts in new project folders and it wouldn't work for some reason. So you just have to install the modules required to run that script each time you create a new project. But creating new projects aren't that common. You can just create a bunch of scripts, as many scripts as you want in that project folder. So it's not really that necessary. So yeah. Andy,
Yeah.
could you go to PyCharm?
Right.
Okay, so down below the console, do you see the thing?
Right here.
Yeah. So we have this thing called terminal. And so here we have the terminal for the virtual environment. So this is basically like CMD, or the command prompt in Windows and Mac, but except for just this Python environment. And so what we can do is we're going to install this useful module called matplotlib. So Andy, could you type pip3?
Like right here.
Yeah, pip3 install. Yeah, install mat plotlib. Yeah, you're gonna press enter. and it's gonna contact the server, install it.
All right, wait.
It's
Do I just-
yeah, no, it's still loading.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't think you need that. Okay, so now let's install one more. Let's install numpy.
NumPy.
I'm
Or
not sure
wait.
if that's a built-in library. So pip3 install numpy.
I think that talks about it, right?
Yeah. Right, and so you're installing it. It's installing. Very long.
This is painful.
Anyways, what you could do is now you can use them. So, for example, in the script, you could do import matplotlib and then use all the things that you could use for that. And Andy, do you want to go back to the slides? Or?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about
Yeah.
waiting like that.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the last slide.
Okay. Yeah. And also, PyCharm isn't the only editing IDE, right? You can use other things such as Atom. I tried Atom, but I don't really like it that much. But it's very light, so I don't know. If you don't have as much memory, maybe you can go towards there. But yeah, PyCharm is by far the best. Thanks, Alan. Alan's he's a good programmer. So yeah. Also, me and Andy are going to go to. Oh, let's explain the midterm grading system. Okay, so everyone gets 0.025 for just coming to the class. So even if you get zero answers
Zero
correct,
questions, right?
right? You get 0.25, right? And so then
Each required question, like questions 1 through 5, they're each 1/5 of a point or
yeah,
0.2.
1/5 a point. So if you get every single one right, then you get
1 point.
1 point. And so if you get every single also the
The bonus questions.
bonus questions. And how much did we say they would be worth?
I think we said there would be 1/4 of a point.
Yeah. So if you get those 2 extra points, you get 0.5. And
Point.
So the maximum amount of credits that you can get is 1.75 credits. And me and Andy will tell Eric your credits, and you can check them in the credit sheets, and we'll send you guys a link to check your scores. I remember, I think Alan and WayJ, you guys both got 100%. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And also with the if you solve the problem after the turn-in time, we just said no. We're just gonna count only the credits that you answered, the question that you answered at the time of turning in the midterm. Yeah, so that's basically it. You guys can go now. Goodbye.
What you wanna do, little buckaroo? Come on!